What's going on, YouTube? It's One Supreme again, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen. Today, the PTU went to open. It is now open for everybody, but I am in the live patch. I am in 17.5 right now, and that is only because I wanted to do something because I was having a discussion about it in the Discord about EMPs, and I do not have a ship in the PTU with an EMP. So we are in a 3.17.5. Hopefully the last video I do in this live patch. And we are in the Anvil Hawk. And what I mean by EMPs is that with the new patch, somebody was saying, and he's a regular viewer, he's a cool dude. I'm not going to mention by name because he knows who he is. But mentioned that EMPs are kind of gonna be useless with soft death, which pirating, yes, I think so. I agree with him there, but I do also say EMPs have more use than just shutting a ship down and being used for pirating. And the way I use EMPs are to help whittle down shields. That way, if I can't get my nose, or if I can't pre-nose, which I'm notoriously bad at pre-nosing, just because I don't make a habit of it. If an enemy passes me and I can't get guns on them, I will like pop an EMP to help keep those shields down, or even completely dissipate those shields. I use them to help get shields down instead of trying to shut down the ship in general. And I'm going to try to show that off in this video. Yes, I am using the Anvil Hawk for two reasons. One, I haven't flown the Hawk in a while, at least in a video. I wanted to fly it. I love the Hawk, I just don't fly it enough. Two, the way I use the EMP really comes down to timing, and the Hawk has the smallest EMP radius of about 300 meters, so I gotta try to time it right when they're like pretty much right on top of me and pop that EMP. It is the worst EMP out of all the ships that have EMPs, because you, as of right now, you have the Hawk, obviously, the Warlock, and the Sentinel currently in game. We do now have a new Scorpius coming out that has both a QED and an EMP. Right now it's looking like the co-pilot is still there, and he has control of both the EMP and the QED when pilot has control of missiles and guns. That could change, I could be wrong, and that's what it's looking like. The new Scorpius is going to have an 1100 meter radius on that EMP. So it's big. But I wanted to use this again because I haven't used it in a while. And it's got the smallest radius, and it's also got the shortest recharge time as well. I want to point that out. It does have the shortest recharge time. So we'll have more uptime on the EMP, at least for a dogfight. And that's what I'm specifically doing this for, is in dogfights, not pirating or anything like this. It's the for an added assist doing bounties and dogfighting and stuff like that. So I rambled on for 4 minutes. We're going to grab some MRTs, I think, because they're smaller craft. I think that might be able to show it off a little bit better, but maybe we'll work our way up too. But we're going to go on some bounties and see how this does. At our first bounty. So again, this is an MRT. Nothing too crazy. Man, my desktop seems so much louder lately. I don't know why. The ship is also very loud. I will point out, the Hawk is an underrated ship in my opinion. This thing is a great ship. Yeah, you got some struts that kind of get in the way. No, it's not as maneuverable as a Gladius or an Arrow or anything, but it's still a very, very good ship. I don't care what anybody says. Because you got a little window you can see underneath. So, alright, let's start prepping that EMP. Go Super Saiyan. Alright. EMP is prepped and charged. Alright, we got a Mustang. Get some guns on him. And pop. See, shields went down there. Now, I had his shields pretty close to being down, too. But I was able to get those shields down if I can actually finish it off. But we're also charging the EMP again. This thing has a very fast recharge rate on it as well. Flare it off. That's another good hit. Down. All right. Got an M50 at us. Let's charge that EMP again. Get some guns on him. We're not going to be able to get him in this pass. That M50 is a really good thing to try this on. All right, we'll let him pass one more time. And boom. See, we got those shields to flicker a little bit. See, with the amount of uptime you have in this EMP, it's actually, I don't care what anybody says, it's really effective. In a dogfight, at least. Alright, I need some more boost. Charge that EMP again. I know that last shot was a very fast one. But there goes that M50. Alright, let's charge these shields back up. And go back to power to weapons. Another M50. Oh, too early. See, it's all about timing. I just pre-jacked that one a little bit. That's okay. Because we're already able to recharge it. Alright. Let's get ahead here a little bit. Gain some distance, get my shields back up. Get some boost back up. And while he comes in, and pop. See? Boom. Good hit on that EMP. Oh, damn. If I would have actually had good power management there. There we go. Alright, now we got a Cuddy Black. Charge that EMP again. Ooh, shit. Alright. Let's go at him a little slow. Since he's sitting still, it's really easy to actually get it. And pop. Put some shots into him. Charge that EMP again. I really want to show that damn thing flicker. So we're going to let it charge. We're going to stay right on his belly since he's not really moving. His rear shield is going back up. And we pop that EMP. And his shield's flicker. Now, this is also the weakest EMP in terms of distortion damage. If I was using the Warlock or the Sentinel, those shields will be chunking a lot more. But I wanted to take advantage of more uptime on this EMP. Because the way I use it, and with how fast the ship is, and honestly I think it's more nimble than the Warlock personally. That's just how it feels to me. I feel like I'd get the most advantage out of this EMP with this ship. So we're gonna grab one more. I'm gonna grab a VHRT this time and see how it does. All right, we're on our VHRT now. Love how these bounties are like straight in the asteroids of yellow. And also, can we point out how good the Hawk really looks? It's such a good looking ship. I want to make sure I don't smack to an asteroid though. But personally, at least in my opinion, this is what I think the Hawk was designed for. Not pirating, but helping out with bounty hunting like this, because it is a bounty hunting ship. I just think when people think EMP, they think, oh, shut down ships to pirate. It's not. I mean, yes, but it's not its only use. Hurricane, Valkyrie. All right, we'll take on secondary Hurricane first.
Check fire.
There we go. That EMP just flickered on him. I'm in a knife fight with a Hurricane. Oh, I just got hit by a missile. Flares didn't work. So after that death, I decided to show what the most powerful EMP can do. Now, this thing has significantly less uptime than the Hawk, and it's still less than the Warlock. The Warlock is a good middle ground between the three, but this has the most distortion damage out of the three, and it's got the biggest radius, so I don't have to worry about timing as much. Timing is still a factor, but I don't need to worry about it as much. It just takes longer for it to charge up and cool down. So, but this is the EMP on the Sentinel. I do also want to point out that the EMP on the Sentinel is temporary. At some point, I don't know when, but the EMP will be removed off the Sentinel when E-Warfare becomes a thing. All right, almost at our Microtech VHRT. I don't know why Microtech points them out as HRTs, but it's a VHRT, pays 17.5. And since we're getting close, and since this one takes a little bit longer to charge, we're gonna prep the EMP a little bit earlier. Let's say when we hit about 15k out, we'll prep that EMP. But yeah, I think EMPs not only have more than one. Let me rephrase. EMPs will not be useless. Yeah, for piracy, probably, but EMPs have more than one use, and that is the title of this video. Alright, prepping EMP. See how much slower that thing charges? So we got a Vanguard Warden up and a Valkyrie. Our Warden is primary. We'll hop on that Valkyrie first. Oh, we need a target indicator here. Alright, EMP is prepped. This one we can pop within 700 meters, so we'll do a little bit of damage here, and then pop. Got them shields to flicker. But we got a lot longer of a cooldown time. My shields are down too. Look at that. Recharge those front shields. So the bigger EMP is probably not going to be the best. What is that? Of course it's a fucking Hurricane. Alright, we need to prep our EMP again. Try to gain some distance because that Hurricane is going to tear our shields apart. Come on. Recharge it. All right, we got decent shields now. Pop that EMP. And then guns. Look at that. That EMP did enough shield damage to where I was able to one burst that hurricane with the Vanguard. But now we have a much longer cooldown time. And that's how they balance a bigger EMP though. Alright, EMP. We can charge it again. We're just gonna toy with this thing for right now. Hit him with a missile. Now it's fully charged. Hit him with that EMP. So I am starting to see that the EMP, at least on the Sentinel, doesn't seem to be much more effective than the Hawks. Yeah, I can pop it sooner, but I don't see a difference in distortion damage. I really don't. We'll probably bring out the Hawk one more time. Just to be sure. Oh, we got a Vanny Warden here. Alright. Let the EMP charge up here. Alright, we're fully charged. And pop. Brings that shield down. That way we're able to get hull damage in a lot faster. And then boom, one burst. So yeah, it's not as effective as the Hawk in my opinion, at least, because it doesn't have as much uptime, and I'm not noticing much more distortion damage on it. I think I'll have to have a buddy come in and actually tell me some numbers of where their shields are at when I pop them with the Hawk and then pop them with the Sentinel and really show the difference there. But we're gonna hop in the Hawk one more time just to be sure, see if I can get another rough idea, and we'll take on another VHRT in it. All right, we are back in the Hawk. Let's find out if we see any difference, because I don't remember seeing any difference on the amount of shields that went down between the two. But I'm gonna try one more time. I also want to point out really fast that I'm not saying this is an end-all be-all tactic. It isn't. You can obviously you can do without it. It's just it has its use, and it helps really try to keep those shields down, or get those shields down a little bit faster, so you can get some real DPS in on their hull. There's a use for it. And this is honestly how I initially thought the EMP was used, I'm not gonna lie, before I discovered Mongrel Squad and pirating. But this was a year ago. So we got a Hornet that looks like he's bugging the fuck out.
Check fire.
Alright, we're just gonna burst him down since he's right here, and he's lagging. Okay.
Shields hit.
And pop that EMP. Down. Alright, shields back up. Come on, get those shields up. There we go. I did see that saber. Got a Buccaneer. That EMP. See, the recharge rate on this thing is a lot faster. We gotta let them do another pass. And pop it now. Ooh.
Shit. Target destroyed.
Power management. I need power management. Alright, saber. Oh, it looks like we're derping. Is he moving at all? I don't think he is moving at all. Let's see how the EMP does on a medium fighter shield. That's probably more than half, dude. And then we just go. Done. And we got a Vanguard. We can start recharging it already. Does kind of suck that the bounty's derped out, but whatever. Alright. Within 300 meters. And pop. Okay, no, there is a difference. I think the Sentinel's EMP did about a quarter of their shields, when that one only looked like it did about 10% at the most. But there is other ways to use EMPs, like to help you bounty hunt. It's not just for pirating. EMPs do come in handy. You don't need them, but they're really useful when you have them. And personally, I'd rather have it and not need it and not have it, I guess. But I also rarely fly EMPs or ships with EMPs, so that saying doesn't really make sense for me. But I do like the EMP gameplay a lot. I really do. Anytime I see a ship as an EMP, I'm interested. I'm like, ooh, EMP, ooh, you know, gives me an extra tool to play with. Yeah, the Hawk doesn't have missiles, but the new Scorpius variant is still going to have 16 missiles, 16 size 2 missiles. It's still going to have 4 size 3 hardpoints. It's going to have a QED. It's got the exact same QED as the Mantis, so it has the QED like quantum dampener and a snare. But it sounds like that might be being used by a co-pilot. So for a solo pilot, it might be a little bit of a waste. But we'll have to wait and see until 318 comes out. But I just wanted to point out that EMPs do have other uses other than pirating. So that's how I use the EMP. Like I said, it's not an end-all be-all tactic. It might not even be the most effective way to use it, but it helps get shields down. And if the shields are down, you want to pop that EMP, you can shut down guns. You could keep their shields from recharging. You can shut down their guns. You can shut down their power plant. You shut down their engines. You know, it comes in handy. It really does. So I just wanted to point that out. But either way, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. And just a reminder, I'm making a push for 10,000 subscribers by January 1st, 2024. If we hit that goal, I will do my first ship giveaway. But I will see you guys in the next video and around the verse. Alrighty, have a good one.